1-3 strat setups, one ball reversals, one ball revs, whatever you want to call them, nirvanas, right? One thing about them threes, I like them. Reason why I like them is the manipulation, right? Whether it's a 3-1 or a 1-3, right? You done took out the high and the low and the high, right? What I like about 1-3s, like here on CCJ, I traded this. I remember this day a few weeks ago. All right, we had a double inside. That's what really had my attention, right? And the next day, when we finally broke out, we open broke down. You can see it's a very little small wick, right? And we push back up. So anybody that know the three, that's an outside candle. Took out the high and the low of the previous candle on both sides. If you know anything about threes, a 3 can never be a 2, but a 2 can be a 3. A 3 is a failed 2, which means this could have went 2 down, failed, pushback, buyers pushed it back up, or if this was red, it would have been a failed 2 down. 2 up, and sellers pushed it back down, right? So in this case, there's a bullish candle. It's green. In my case, blue, but you get the point. It took out the high and the low. It then knocked out some stops, then hit some buy orders, sell orders, all of that, and it's ready to go. So what you had here was consolidation, right? Let me see if I can use this right here. Right. Yeah, that consolidation that I talk about with those ones. Boom, chose the direction, faked everybody out, and went that way, right? And then, as you can see, we continued up. So I like to trade these because basically you had consolidation, buyers and sellers agreed, push down, and push back up, right? It's a lot of pressure in here, right? A lot of pressure in here, right? Consolidation builds big moves. Boom, came down, grabbed some more liquidity, some demand, whatever it got down there. And then as you can see, the type of move that it made, right? So if you was going to trade this, let me not use this, use this. Obviously you got your 1, right? Boom. Now, possibly you would have did this. It would have faked you out. It came down, took out some lows, probably somewhere back there, grabbed some liquidity. The thing about this is once it retraces about 50%, you can enter, right? Or you could wait for it to break the top of this, right? And enter, depending on how you decide to play it. You can go 50% retracement of this candle, then boom. But as you can see, if you entered here on the first day, it took out some of these highs and liquidity in there. And then boom, the next day it went 3-2. And as you can see, it really kind of made its way up, by cents every day until it got all the way up to here, 370.39, right? It's on a daily chart. But that's why I like these threes. It's one ball reversals, right? It's like the manipulation. Like, all right, we went and knocked out some stops. Anybody that was like up in here had some stops. Anybody down here had buy orders. And boom, look what you get. Like you get some explosive moves out of threes, right? Like 3-1-2s, like you see a 3, boom, boom, take out some stops, grab some liquidity, all of that. Boom, you consolidate, and then boom, you explode on 3-1-2s. But the Nirvana 1-3s, same thing, consolidation. Somebody gives up, boom, we come on down, takes out some buy orders, and rocket us right on to the promised land. So if you see, it's basically from entry, right? 340, 50, 34.50, sorry. We got all the way up just on the next day to 36.22. That's almost like a $2 move, right? And then we continued on up. And really, you ain't really had the reason to really get out of this trade because it didn't make any new like lower lows, right? Even this wick right here didn't, right? And we continued on up all the way to 37.91. So, I mean, that's a pretty good move out of this three. So, I mean, some people would tell you don't trade threes. You know, it's a little more advanced of a trading strategy because sometimes like you'll get these threes. And if you get like a hammer three, oh man, like you literally can like enter on that wick and you I mean you can be in profit before you enter. Like, you can take a small position on that wick and you know, once you actually hit your entry, you can actually add to that position and defend it with a tight stop and see where you go. So threes are a little more advanced and a little more tricky. Um, you know, of a trade. Personally, I'm probably going to add an advanced course to my course and talk more about the threes and a little more trickier trading strategies that the strat has. But yeah, this is called a Nirvana 3. Basically, you got an inside one, take out the high and the low, both sides, and then continue on. There's a couple more trades I can look at that had that. Let me see. Leave NVIDIA on the monthly. If I can find it. Okay, here another one. Right, 3. I mean, inside one. It's just on a monthly, right? If I can get to that. Inside consolidation. Boom, got pushed down. Look what we did, right? So, like I said, you could have got this pushed down, seen that wick, maybe entered 50% of this one, or even, you know, even entered, you know, at your normal place. And look at that. I mean, look at if you enter, if that broke the high of this, you know, that's a nice bit of profit there. And then continue on. So if you had some, you know, a swing going on, you would be looking pretty good, right? So that's another reason I like those threes. And then it's crazy because NVIDIA actually hit a 1-3 here and then continued on down, came back and went nuts again. So let me see if there's any more on here. You know, here's a 1-3, really didn't do much. Opened up here, probably open. Yeah, opened up here, got pushed down. What else? Threes make some big moves. You know what I'm saying? Or they can be build ups to big moves. So I just wanted to make a quick video on threes. What else they had at 3? I believe. Did Lyft have a 3? I can't remember correctly. I'll search too much into this, but oh yeah, here we go. Here's another one. Right. I knew Lyft had a 3. Consolidation. Push down. See that wick was brought up, an explosion. And look at the move that it made off this 3. A 3-2-2 continuation right on up to the monthly. That was in the last couple days that just did this 3, right? Got pushed down to lows, almost took out the monthly. Well, this 2 took out the monthly low, consolidated, small consolidation. Look at that explosion, right? So if you had entered, you know, either on a push up on that wick and made this your profit target, or entered here when it's pushed through the top of this, and your first profit target would have been here, right? And, you know, if you had did just a day trade, then obviously your second, you know, you would have took out some of this and probably got out. And if you decide to swing it, look at the gap up. I mean, you could have held this for days. I mean, there was no reason to really get out. So it look like on the hour. I mean, look at that. Looking at that on the hour. They make a new lower low. You know, it just kind of triangle. People took some profit. Continued consolidation, and kept going. So, I mean, you know, and this would have been your entry here, right? Look, even on the hour, it made a 1-3, and that 1-3 caused all of this on the daily, right? That's that candle we just looked at, right? So it's a little more advanced. You don't see them a lot, but when you do, keep an eye out for them and trade them and defend them with stops. But I mean, look at that though. I mean, look at the move it made, from what was this, August 29th, all the way until when you start getting a rejection until September 1st. So, man, that is beautiful. I mean, that is beautiful. 1-3 Nirvana pattern. Like I said, it's more of an advanced pattern. So, if you're not there yet, keep working on your inside candles into twos, 3-1-2s, 2-1-2s. With like the 1-1-2-2 and the 1-3 are a little more advanced. Something you should take your time and work on and study. And just keep in your playbook. Like I said, you don't see them often, but when you see them, they create some pretty explosive moves, right? Because it's like a slingshot, right? You got your consolidation. Somebody gives up, it pulls back. And there you go, right? And then, it just starts, you're just riding with the bias, right? Like I said, it didn't make a lower low. It didn't make a lower low at all, right? It didn't come down and come up and continue down. It continued to make higher highs, right? You look at that, boom. On those pivots, higher highs, right? All the way up here. So that's something to keep an eye on. I just wanted to make a quick little video on them. Nothing too crazy, but I definitely like them. Like I said, it's once you get a 3, the manipulation that happened, then it to fake people out, and now it's ready to choose a direction and rock out. So thanks for watching. The links to my courses in the bio, and also join the Telegram. When I pin the Telegram in the comments, it's me. Anybody else posting the Telegram, it's not me. So if it ain't pinned by me, it wasn't me. Join the Telegram. Let's have some fun. Remember when I see some beautiful setups, and I send them through and I call them out. It's free. The course, $30. A lot of information in it for $30. You even can rent it for $10, 72 hours. It's a collection of videos that I've made that I haven't posted on YouTube exclusively for the course. Keep it forever. So yeah, Slick the Trader. I'm out.